Good morning. Monday, April 20th. I hope everybody had a phenomenal weekend. Let's start the week off real strong. Your dynamic stretch, your warm-up for the day is going to warm up the backside of our body to prepare us for a pulling workout. So a couple of things that we're going to need. Well, one of two things. You either need a stool or a chair, or you need a wall for a little bit of balance. Everything else, everything that we're going to do is going to be done from a standing position today. So, first thing that we're going to do is a series of pelvic tilts. We're going to do it for 3 different positions. We're going to do 5 reps in each position. Position 1, standing position. Position 2, about 45. Position 3, about 90 degrees. As I hinge deeper and deeper from the stand to the 45 to the 90, I want to think about slight knee bend. I want to think about driving my hips back, really extending my butt back. Feel that hamstring stretch. I don't want to be locked out here. I want to have a little bit of bend in my knees, and I want to keep my shoulders pulled down and back, and we're just going to be isolating the lower half of our back doing those pelvic tilts. I do like to, sometimes I like to put my hands on one hand on my back, one hand on my stomach, just so I can feel that pelvic tilt action as I go through posterior, where I flatten it, try and round it a little bit, and anterior, where I create that arch. And yeah, just try and feel those different positions. So, here we go. Nice and tall, shoulders down and back. And here we're going to start with posterior. So we're going to flatten that back a little bit. And then anterior, create that arch. Posterior, anterior, I pop the butt. Posterior, I tuck it in, pop, and then pull. One more each way, create that arch. Flatten out that back, create that arch. Okay, we're going to go to that 45-degree angle, so go ahead and put your hands on your hips. Push back to about 45 degrees. If you want, put your hands back on your stomach and your lower back. We're going to go posterior. We're going to go anterior. We create that arch. Posterior, we flatten out that back. Anterior. Posterior, where I tuck. Anterior, where I pop the butt a little bit. Here we go, number 4, posterior. Number 4, anterior. One more of each. Posterior and anterior. Good. Okay. We're going to drive back just a little bit deeper. Now, in this deepest part, I should really feel those hamstrings turned on. Nice deep stretch. Still, shoulders down and back. I'm not rounding the shoulders. Here we go. We go posterior, anterior, and pop it. Posterior, tuck your butt. Anterior, pop it. Posterior, create that little bit of flexion. Anterior, extension. You go 2 more, posterior, anterior. 1 more, round out that back, and then extend that lower back. Cool, good job. All right, so here we're gonna do, we're gonna use rotations. So, from the same positions, from the standing position, from the 45, and from that deep hinge position, we're gonna be holding our arms in a T position. We're going to be pulling them back. We're gonna be creating external rotation. Remember that external rotation is created by all those muscles around the shoulder blades, okay? Those are the drivers, all those big muscles in the back by the shoulder blades. So they're going to be causing this torquing action where I'm opening up the armpit, I'm scooping in this, scooping through the armpit. Again, trying to open it up, show it off as much as I possibly can. We're going to hold that position. So let me just real quick. So if we, standing tall, pull those arms back, externally rotate, showing off those armpits. And then from here, then a big rotation through that torso, and then twisting as far as I can. We're gonna go to the right 3 times, then we'll go to the left 3 times. We hit that end range, we're gonna unwind just a little bit, then we're gonna do it a 2nd time, a 3rd time, and then we'll go to the other, then we'll go the other way. And again, really pull really hard with all these muscles through the abdominal region. All right, here we go. Nice and tall, pull those arms back, externally rotate, scoop, those shoulder blades are the drivers, and we're going to twist as far as we can to the right. Relax just a little bit. Twist as far as we can to the right. Relax just a little bit. Twist as far as I can to the right. And relax just a little bit. To the left. Every time I unwind after each repetition, reestablish that external rotation. To the left, unwind just a little bit. To the left, unwind, reestablish the external rotation, twist, and unwind. Good. Okay, now we're going to go to that 45-degree angle. External rotation, and I'm going to twist up and unwind just a little bit. Externally rotate, twist up, unwind just a little bit. Externally rotate, twist up, unwind. We're gonna go to the left. Externally rotate, big rotation up to the left and down just a touch. Externally rotate, big rotation. Here we go, one more time. Externally rotate through the shoulders, big rotation up and down. Okay, now we're gonna go to that deep hinge position. Another thing to think about as we're making that big rotation, you can think about really pulling, in this case to that right shoulder, really pulling that right shoulder blade as hard as you can back the other way to really max out that position in the back. Pull those arms back, external rotation, big twist, big twist, big twist as much as we can. Unwind just a little bit, external rotation, big twist as much as we can. Unwind just a little bit, big twist. Good, okay. Here we go, final 3 reps of this. Big rotation. Unwind just a little bit, external rotation, big wind. Good. Here we go, last one. Really pull really hard through that left shoulder blade and relax. Beautiful. All right. So from here, we're gonna go, again, 3 different positions, 3 different straddle, 2 straddle positions, and then another hinge position. So we're gonna go a wide straddle position, we're gonna go a medium straddle position, then we're gonna have our feet together. In each of these positions, we're gonna do 5 hinges where we're gonna be pulling ourselves into position. So we're gonna go wide, all right? Belly tight, neutral spine. I'm going to hug my arms down to my chest, pulling my shoulders down and back, really establishing that good shoulder position. Good spine position, good shoulder position. From here, gonna maintain all that and then really drive back as hard as I can, pulling myself into position, deep into that hinge position, feeling a nice hamstring stretch. We're gonna do 5 wide, medium, and narrow. Here we go. And here we go, drive back, hold that bottom position, stand just a little bit, drive back as far as we can, stand just a little bit, drive back as deep as possible, stand just a little bit, drive back, stand just a little bit, one more, drive back, and stand. Good, okay. Now we're gonna go to a medium stance. I'll face you this time. Hug those arms with you, cross, or just keep them tight. Make sure we keep pulling down and back into our body here with those arms. Pull those arms into the body. Here we go, drive those legs back, or drive your butt back, and stand just a little bit. Remember, slight knee bend. Drive your butt back, stand just a little bit. Belly tight, drive your butt back. Stand, drive your butt back, and stand. Each of these, we should be feeling those hamstrings. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And good. Okay, now we're gonna go feet together for the last 5. Strong position, belly tight, neutral spine. Pull those arms into your body. Hinge over nice and deep. Stand just a little bit. Maintain that neutral position. Stand just a little bit. Test 2. Drop, hinge over. 3. Hinge over. 4. One more. Hinge over. And 5. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Next thing. This is where we're going to need our balance, either the wall or a stool or a chair. So 3 positions. Let me just demonstrate them to you real quick. So front lever position, flexion. Then we're going to do abduction out to the side. That'll be position 2. And then position 3 is I'm going to turn those toes up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. So again, 30 seconds in each position. Every 10 seconds, we're going to lift a little higher. So we'll start here. We'll do 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, and then we'll repeat in these other 2 positions in the same way. All right. Big thing, stand nice and tall. As this leg gets higher, don't lean back. Really fight to keep your hips directly underneath your shoulders and then on top of your knees, okay, so that we're maintaining a nice vertical position. The higher that I lift my leg, the stronger that the opposite leg, the opposite glute has got to be so that I can maintain position. All right, here we go, nice and tall, shoulders down and back, and we're going to lift that leg up. So relatively, you feel a little bit, but it's not like crazy difficult right now. 3, 2, 1, lift a little bit higher. Okay, I can start to feel that. Really feel that hip flexor and that quad start to go. All right, make sure those hips are underneath those shoulders. 3, 2, 1, pick it up. Yep, definitely feeling that. So hip flexor and quad, really active. This left side glute, really active. 3, 2, 1, feet together. And now we're gonna kick this out to the side. Toes pointing straight at the camera, straight at you. 2, 1, a little bit higher. Make sure that I'm standing tall on this side so I get this glute, and this leg is nice and strong. The quad and the glute are active. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Last 10 seconds, lift it nice and high. Make sure those toes stay pointed. Keeping those toes pointed at you. Keep your toes pointed at me. 2, 1. Bring the leg down, turn that out. So the toes are now pointing up. Toes are now pointing up. 2, 1. Lift a little bit higher. This is the hardest position for me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last 10 seconds. Oh, so as strong as I can be on this side. Left side glute, super strong and active. This is shaking. This is working. And relax. Yeah, feel that one. All right, other side. I'll go this way right now. All right, same thing. Ready? Strong on that right side. Bring that left foot up. Nice and tall. Just at a relatively, feel a little bit, but not too much. And up just a little bit higher. Again, as you lift that higher, think about pulling those hips back. You want to stay tall through that torso. Oh, balance. But we don't want those hips to be leading out in front. And one more time, bring it up high. Nice and tall. Feel that leg work. 2, 1, leg down, out to the side. Nice and tall. We don't want to slouch or be soft on this leg. I want you to be strong on this leg, tall on this leg. Ready? A little bit higher. Still. Pull those shoulders down and back. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Lift as high as we can. Lift, lift, lift. Both legs strong. Glutes, quads. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're going to turn that foot out and lift. Save the best for last. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Oh, this is just not a fun position. So keep those toes turned up. 2, 1, and lift as high as we can. Fight it. Fight it. Fight it. 3, 2, 1. And down. Good. Excellent. Whoa. It'd be funny if I fell. Okay, final thing that we're going to do. So we will establish a hinge position, an RDL position. Feet together. All right. So from the front, feet together like so. I'm going to drive my hips back. I'm going to create as deep of a hinge position as I can. All right. From here, we're going to go from a regular hinge RDL position, and then we're going to kick back into single leg. So just demonstrate right here. We'll go left leg back, hold for 3 seconds or so. Right leg back, hold for 3 seconds. Now, ideally what we want to make sure is leg and torso are horizontal or 180 degrees from one another. So I might be able to tip over even deeper so that so that my torso is deeper than horizontal and my leg is essentially above horizontal, but I want to maintain that 180 degrees from my head to my foot. Okay, really important. Also, the leg that's in the air, make sure we push that hip down. Don't let that hip roll up. We're going to alternate left, right. We're going to do 5 on each side. Last thing, here we go. Shoulders down and back, belly tight, neutral spine. Come to that hinge position. Let's go with that left leg first. Kick that left leg back. Drive that left hip down. And switch. Right leg up. Push that right hip down. If you can do these and switch, if you can do these without balance, definitely do so. All right. Make sure that that foot is nice and active. Left leg is back, driving that left hip down. Switch. Sometimes I like going with the right leg right now, right leg up, right hip down. Sometimes I like a little something for balance because it allows me to get a little bit deeper in the position. And switch. Left leg up, number 3. Left hip down. Shoulders down and back. Switch. Right hip down. Good. Let's do 2 more each side. See if we can get just a touch deeper now. See if we can get that leg a little higher. See if we can get that torso a little deeper. And switch. Here we go, number 4 on the right side. Leg up. Bounce. Torso down. Right hip down. And switch. 1 more each side. Again, really focus. Really think about where your body's at. Where's my torso? Where's my leg? And last one, switch. Push that right hip down. Hold tight core. Pull those shoulders down and back. 2, 1. And there you have it. Cool, beautiful. Good way to start the week. Dynamic stretch warm up for the day. Priming that backside of your body for your pull-up workout. All right, see you in a bit.